Welcome to episode number 16 of the Eli Angle podcast. I'm your host, Eli Donnell. Let's dive right into it. A little bit of a format each time in each sport, and pick one thing to highlight. So golf this week does have two very big stories that we will get to as we proceed. But starting in the MLB, a new season is underway. An injury report coming out early for the Blue Jays. Cody Ponce was carted off the field Monday after he injured his right knee while fielding a ground ball, his first start in a while. Justin Verlander making his season debut with the Tigers tonight. That is Tuesday. And the story that I have for this week is the rookies are leading the way opening weekend. 15 homers, that's the most since 1900. 1.008 OPS, that's the highest since 1900, and .622 slugging, high since 1900, and .308 batting average. That's the third highest since 1900. Starting with Munetaka Murakami, he's got a 1.872 OPS and 3 homers. One of only 4 players in history to homer in each of his first 3 at-bats. Chase DeLauder, 1.571 OPS, 4 homers. He joins Trevor Story as the only player to have 4 homers in their first 3 career games. Kevin McGonigal, .417 batting average. That's 5 for 12. 1.045 OPS, a 2-run RBI double in his debut. J.J. Weatherholt, .308 batting average. That's 4 for 13. That's a .872 OPS. His first hit was a home run, and he had a walk-off in opening weekend. Owen Cassie, a .500 batting average, 5 for 10. He had a 2-run walk-off home run on Sunday. Kuzama Akamoto, .333 batting average. That's 4 for 12 with a 1.012 OPS. He had a 420-foot homer on Saturday. Sal Stewart with a .700 batting average. That's 7 for 10. 2.069 OPS. He had 7 hits entering Monday. Justin Crawford, .333 batting average. That's 3 for 9, a .733 OPS. And then Chase DeLauder and Sal Stewart, the AL and NL players of the week. Into the NHL, no recap this week, since we've got a lot to talk about. The big story of the week, Victor Hedman. He is taking a temporary leave of absence from the Tampa Bay Lightning, 35 years old. He's got only 17 points this year, 1 goal, 16 assists, only 33 games. He's had a rough season with the Lightning. Lost his dog earlier this year as well. He's missed 34 games over 2 different stints due to an elbow injury that needed surgery back on December 15th. He returned to the Stadium Series, played 10 minutes and 18 seconds, and then played the final 3 games before the Olympic break. And then he missed Sweden's 2-1 loss in overtime to Team USA. And then he played 12 games coming out of the break once he returned from Milan, but left during the game against the Canucks on March 19th due to sickness. So we have wished the best of luck to Victor Hedman and hope for a quick return for the Lightning as they look for a late playoff push to try and grab that top spot in the Atlantic. Brad Treliving has been fired as the general manager of the Toronto Maple Leafs. He stepped in when Kyle Dubas was relieved of his duties back in 2023. The big news out of Las Vegas, Bruce Cassidy has been fired and John Tortorella steps into his spot. Cassidy, 178, 99, and 43 in almost 4 seasons with Vegas. Won the Cup in the 22-23 season and then lost in 7 games to the Stars in the 23-24 series in the first round, and then the Oilers in 5 games last season in the second round to a new era in Vegas. We'll see what they do with Tortorella behind the bench. And then the standings and league leaders as of March 31st at 10:55 p.m. The Sabres lead the East 6-2-2 in their last 10. Hurricanes lead the Metro at 6-4-0 in their last 10. Bruins and the Blue Jackets in the 2 wild card spots. Avalanche lead the Central 6-3-1 in their last 10. The Ducks lead the Pacific. They're 5-3-2 in their last 10. And then the Mammoth and the Predators in the wild card positions. The Rangers, the lone team eliminated this week in the playoffs. And then McDavid leads skaters in points at 124 and assists at 82, while McKinnon leads in goals at 49. Evan Bouchard leads defensemen in points at 86 and assists at 66. Jacob Chikrin leads in goals at 24. Ivan Demidov leads rookies in points at 57 and assists at 41, while Beckett Seneca leads in goals at 22. And then Scott Wedgwood leads goalies in goals against at 2.18 and save percentage at .917. Into the golf world, the first of two big stories. We'll start with the happy one. Gary Woodland wins the Texas Children Houston Open by 5 shots over Nikolai Hogard. Career win number 5, his first since his 2019 U.S. Open. He's had a long path recovering from brain surgery. Let's dive into that path. In 2019, he won the U.S. Open. February 22nd in February 2022 falls to 142nd in the world, his lowest since 2013. August of 2023 announces his brain tumor that they discovered in May. September 2023 undergoes his brain surgery to remove the tumor. January of 24, he returns to the PGA Tour at the Sony Open in Hawaii. January in 25, a year later, he falls outside the official World Golf Rankings top 200. February 2025, received the PGA Tour Courage Award. In March 2026, reveals that he has PTSD from his tumor. And if you've watched the Full Swing on Netflix, that Netflix has done a great job with, the episode that they talked about Gary Woodland is one of the best episodes Netflix has ever done in any of the documentaries I've watched. It is it tugs at your heartstrings. It's a great episode. Go in and watch that. I'm not sure the exact episode, but the Gary Woodland episode, it is a great one. Into the sad, disappointing story of the week. Tiger Woods was involved in another car crash on Friday. It happened on Jupiter Island, where he lives. He had clipped I believe it was a power washing truck, and he rolled it onto its side. No injuries reported, which is the good thing. He agreed to a breathalyzer where he blew .000, but he refused to do a urine test. He was charged with DUI, property damage, and refusal to submit to a lawful test. He was arrested and released 8 hours later. His second DUI charge. Now, he has come out with many reports now himself. PGA Tour and PGA Tour CEO and the Masters announced today he would not be playing the Masters. This from Tiger Woods. I know and understand the seriousness of the situation I find myself in today. I am stepping away for a period of time to seek treatment and focus on my health. This is necessary in order for me to prioritize my well-being and work towards lasting recovery. I'm committed to taking the time needed to return to a healthier, stronger, and more focused place, both personally and professionally. I appreciate your understanding and support and ask for your privacy for my family, loved ones, and myself at this time. That from Tiger Woods' X account. This from the PGA Tour. Tiger Woods is a legend of our sport whose impact extends far beyond his achievements on the course. But above all else, Tiger's a person, and our focus is on his health and well-being. Tiger continues to have full support as he takes this important step. This one from PGA Tour CEO Brian Rolap. Tiger Woods is one of the most influential figures the sports world has ever known. Over the last year, I've come to deeply appreciate Tiger, not only for his impact on the game, but for his friendship and the perspective he has shared with me as I joined the golf industry. My thoughts are with him and his family as he takes this step, for which he has my full respect and support. This from the official Masters X account. Augusta National Golf Club and the Masters Tournament fully support Tiger Woods as he focuses on his well-being. Although Tiger will not be joining us in person next week, his presence will be felt here in Augusta. So that's all the updates so far on Tiger. Full police reports have come out on exactly what happened, but we just all hope for the best for Tiger, that he gets the help he needs and that we can see him come back strong and hopefully, maybe, crossing our fingers, that he can pick up one more victory. Masters is next week. There's one spot left for grabs, and that is awaiting the winner of the Valero Texas Open if the person is not already qualified. Gary Woodland has made the Masters field. Big notables not in the field: Ricky Fowler, Will Zalatoris, Tony Finau, Billy Horschel, and Sahith Theegala. All of them not in the field. Coming up this week, the Valero Texas Open at TPC San Antonio. They will be playing the Oaks course. Brian Harman will defend his title. We'll move into the NFL quickly. The owners have approved 4 new rule changes for this year to permit the kicking team to declare an onside kick at any time during the game. So it used to be this last season, it was just only in the fourth quarter and only the trailing team would do it. But now the kicking team can decide whenever they would like to kick an onside kick. And now another one, to eliminate the kicking team's incentive to intentionally kick the ball out of bounds when kicking off from the 50-yard line. Another one, to modify the kickoff alignment requirements for the receiving team players in the setup zone. And one final one, for 1 year only, to allow the NFL officiating department to correct clear and obvious misses made by on-field officials that impact the game, in the event that there is work stoppage involving the game officials represented by the NFL's Referee Association. So we will have stoppage now to look at potential big missed calls and big moments in games. Moving now into college basketball. The Final Four coming up in just a couple days. But let's recap the Sweet 16 and the Elite Eight. Number 2, Purdue beat number 11, Texas, 79-77. Trey Kaufman-Renn with the tip-in game winner. Number 1, Arizona beat number 4, Arkansas, 109-88. And number 3, Illinois beat number 2, Houston, 65-55. Number 9, Iowa beat number 4, Nebraska, 77-71. Number 1, Duke beat number 5, St. John's, 80-75. Number 1, Michigan beat number 4, Alabama, 90-77. And number 2, UConn beat number 3, Michigan State, 67-63. And number 6, Tennessee beat number 2, Iowa State, 76-62. On to the Elite Eight results. Number 1, Arizona beat number 2, Purdue, 79-64. Number 3, Illinois beat number 9, Iowa, 71-59. Number 1, Michigan beat number 6, Tennessee, 95-62. And the game of the tournament, another possible one of those. Number 2, UConn beat number 1, Duke, 73-72. Caden Boozer turned it over from Duke to UConn. And then it was Braden Mullins with the long-range 3-point buzzer beater to win it for UConn. They had trouble big, came all the way back and won the game. The Final Four begins on Saturday, April 4th at 6:09 on TBS. Number 3, Illinois will take on number 2, UConn. And at 8:49 on TBS, number 1, Michigan takes on number 1, Arizona. And we will wrap it up with NCAA baseball. Just the rankings for you this week. Number 1, UCLA. Number 2, Texas. Number 3, Georgia Tech. Number 4, Mississippi State. Number 5, Georgia. Number 6, North Carolina. Number 7, FSU. Number 8, Southern Miss. Number 9, Oregon State, that is. Number 10, Virginia. Number 11, Oklahoma. Number 12, Southern Carolina. Number 13, West Virginia. Number 14, Coastal Carolina. Number 15, Oregon. Number 16, Alabama. Number 17, Arkansas. Number 18, Auburn. And number 19 is Nebraska. Number 20, Texas A&M. Number 21 is Florida. Number 23 is Boston College. Number 22 is Boston College. Number 23 is UCF. 24 is Kentucky. And 25 is Arizona State. NC State, Ole Miss, and Notre Dame. They all drop out of the rankings. That's all I've got for you this week on the Eli Engel podcast. Make sure to tune in next week where we will recap another week of sports. So long.